there, cool cats. It is Miss Back, and I am home on my front porch, and I'm checking on some of my critters. You know how I told you I like all sorts of things outside. I have a bit of a project that I do about this time every late summer, and usually I bring this into the classroom, but since we're not there, I've got it on my front porch. But I want you to look at these little fellas. They are caterpillars. Some there, look, I got some more over here. You see this one? He is munching on a leaf, really eating. Hungry, hungry caterpillar. Got another one down here. There we go. So this is a habitat that I have set up inside a mesh cage. And these plants are a type of milkweed that I grow in my backyard. I pick it and I bring it in here for them to eat because it's the only thing they eat. Now, these caterpillars come from monarch butterflies. They lay teeny tiny little eggs. I don't know if I have any eggs to show you right now, but underneath these leaves, they lay these itty bitty tiny little eggs. And when they hatch, you get really, really, really tiny little caterpillars that come out, and they start eating these leaves. And they grow, 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 and get bigger and bigger. Like you can see, this one is a lot smaller than this one. And they're really fun and friendly. You gotta be real careful with them though, because you don't want to hurt them. This one is really holding on to that leaf. I'm going to take him off of there so you can see him up close, or her. We don't know if they're girls or boys until we get a butterfly. But this is a big science lesson here, because these caterpillars, once they get to be as big as they should be, they do something really cool. They build a cocoon, which you might have heard about before. We also call that a chrysalis. And the chrysalis is hanging from, oops, he just pooped. Did you see that? They eat a lot, so they poop a lot. The chrysalis is the place where the caterpillar transforms its body into a butterfly. Now, let me show you. Usually that happens in trees and on the sides of houses, but in my little habitat here, it's going on up top. Looky here. Look at all of those cocoons that are hanging. And right up here, I've got a caterpillar who is getting ready to make one. He's eaten all he needs to eat, climbed up to the top. It's going to attach itself to the ceiling of the habitat and then hang upside down and form this green casing around its body. Let me bring my camera around to the front of the habitat so you can see a little bit better. Look at all of them that are hanging on this side. They are a bright lime green color. They have a little bit of a gold shimmer on them in places. And that is where the caterpillar is transforming its body, completely changing into monarch butterflies, which are these big, beautiful black and orange butterflies that you see flying around at this time of year. They're actually heading south for the winter, something called migration. They're going to go down where the temperature is warmer so that they can survive the winter. So I wanted you to see this. Usually we see it happen live, and sometimes in the middle of the day the butterfly starts to come out of a cocoon and we stop what we're doing so we can watch. So maybe I'll get lucky enough to catch one on camera for you. But I'll show you some of the adult butterflies whenever they come out in a few days. Some of these have about 5 more days to go. Some of them were just formed yesterday. So depending on how long they've been there, it takes about 10 days for the butterfly to form. And then I release the butterflies and let them go on their way. The reason I put them in this habitat, I take them out of my garden and put them in here, is because there's a lot of bugs that like to eat those little caterpillars, and they never get a chance to form into butterflies. So I use my little habitat to try and help them out. so that we always have these beautiful monarch butterflies that can fly around. So I hope you enjoyed that. I wanted to show that off to you as a little bonus lesson. And we'll keep an eye on the caterpillars and see what happens in the next few days. If you've got questions, you can send those to me and I will get you an answer. Bye, cool cats.